Hello viewers, this is Wagoda Ronald taking you through this tutorial for O-level mathematics for senior 2. And this video we're going to talk about percentage increase of a given price of an item, and this topic is still under business mathematics and is suitable for students in senior 2, 3 and 4. So like we saw in the previous video, that percentage means fraction with a denominator of 100. So here we shall say that percentage increase of a given price of an item is the fraction of the increase in the given price expressed as a percentage. For example, percentage, that means that percentage increase is given by the formula that percentage increase is equal to the increase over old price multiplied by 100%. Now that increase is given by new price minus old price. So basically that is the formula, and now let's see an example. So here shows that if the price of a certain commodity is increased from 500,000 shillings to 550,000 shillings, the percentage increase in the commodity can be got as follows. So first of all, we have to know the new price and the old price. So in this case, this is the old price and this is the new price. So we shall say that increase will be 550,000 minus 500,000. So we shall come here and say that the increase is equal to new price minus old price, which will be 550,000 minus 500,000 to come up with 50,000 shillings. So after that, we shall now go and get our percentage increase from the formula that percentage increase is equal to increase over old price multiplied by 100. Now that increase is 50,000 shillings, and that is what we shall put here. Then the old price is 500,000, and that's what we shall put here. Then multiply by 100%. So when we do that, we shall come up with 10% as our percentage increase. So basically that's how they get percentage increase of the price of a given commodity. So sometimes they can increase the price of an item by a given percentage, and they ask you to get the new price. So in the previous slide, they give you the new price and the old price, and they ask for the percentage. But sometimes they can give the old price and the percentage, and they want you to get the new price. So in that case, if there is an increase in the old price of an item by a percentage, the new percentage is first got. So the procedure is that you first get the new percentage, and after getting the new percentage, you can now calculate the new price. So for example, to increase shillings 500,000 by 30%, the following steps are taken. So they want you, this is the old price and this is the percentage increase, and they want you to get the new price. So the first thing to do is to get the new percentage. Now the new percentage, because there was an increase, we shall add. If there was a decrease, we would have subtracted, but now we are dealing with increase in our topic, so we shall add. So when I add 100 plus 30, I'll come up with 130%. What does that mean? It means that the new price is 130% of the 500,000 shillings. Remember, this percentage means, the symbol percent means that it is 130 over 100, which is there, and this word of in math means multiplication, so that is why we put multiplication there. So when we simplify that, we shall come up with our new price, which is 650,000 shillings. So basically that's how they get the new price given the percentage increase and the old price. So we have looked at two cases, one where they give you the old price and the new price, and they ask for the percentage increase. Another case where they give you the old price and the new price, and they ask for the new price. With that knowledge, now let's go to examples. So example 1 came from UNEB 2007, paper 1, question 6, and it says a butcher sells 5 kilograms of meat at shillings 10,000. If the cost of meat is increased, know that what increased by 20%, find the weight of meat which can be bought at shillings 3,600. So first of all, before the increase, we are going to first get the rate of 1 kilogram of meat. So 1 kilogram of meat before increase was costing 10,000 divided by 5, because 10,000 was used to buy 5 kilograms of meat. That means that 1 kilogram will be 10,000 over 5, which is that to give you shillings 2,000. So before increase, the cost of 1 kilogram of meat was shillings 2,000. What about after the increase? So after the increase, it means that the new percentage will be 100 plus 20 to give you 120%. Therefore, the cost of 1 kilogram of meat will now be 120% of 5 of 2,000. So this is supposed to be 2,000 because here it was 2,000 here. So you change this to put 2,000. Now 120% means 120 over 100, then of means multiplication, then here we said it is 2,000, so we put here 2,000, which is the cost of 1 kilogram of meat before the increase. In other words, this will be the old price, and now we want the new price for 1 kilogram of meat. Now when you multiply this, we shall come up with shillings 2,400, and that will be the cost of 1 kilogram of meat. But that means that if 1 kilogram of meat costs shillings this, what about shillings this? How many kilograms will it buy? So we shall come here and say that weight of meat bought will be equal to this price you have divided by the rate, or the cost 1 kilogram of meat, which is that, and that is this. So when you divide, you'll come up with 1.5 kilograms, and that will be the weight of meat that can be bought after the increase. So basically that's what they wanted, and now let's see how much can be awarded. So B1 is for you to get the cost of 1 kilogram of meat before increase, B1 for you to get the cost after the increase, M1 is for you to divide, and A1 is for you to get the output. So basically that's how the formats could be awarded. Now we shall go to example 2. Example 2 came from UNEB 2017 paper 2 question 1, and it says an increase of 15% in the salaries makes the monthly expenditure on salaries for a factory to be shillings this. Find the expenditure before the increase. So now that means that this amount is the new price, and this 15% is the percentage increase, and they want the price, the old price. That's why they say price before the increase. So they are giving us the new price, they're giving us the percentage increase, but they want the old price. So what shall we do? We shall come and say that let the expenditure before the increase be X. What does that mean? Now that this is our old expenditure, we shall come and first get also the percentage increase, which is the new percentage, which is 100 plus 15 to come up with 115%. Now what does that mean? It means that this new percentage of this old price will give you the new price. Therefore, we shall come here and say that 115% of X will give you the new price, which is that. And I believe by now you know what this percentage means. So we shall come here and say that 115 over 100, then of means multiplication, then X is there, then this is there. Now when we simplify, we shall come up with, so 115 over 100, we come up with 1.15x equal to this new price. Then when I divide both sides by this to make X the subject, I'll come up with X being equal to this amount, which is 19,500,000 shillings. So basically that is the price, that was the price before the increase. Now let's see how much can be awarded. So this M1 is for you to substitute in the right hand side this expression, Another M1 is for this X equating to this new price. Then M1 is for division and A1 is for you to make X the subject. So basically that's how the formats could come about. Now we shall go to example 3. Example 3 came from UNEB 2010 paper 1 question 16, and it says a hawker sells handkerchiefs at shillings 500 each. He sold 50 handkerchiefs in the first week. In the second week, he sold 20% more, know that word, 20% more than in the first week. In the third week, he sold 10% more than in the second week, know that word. Each week, he receives a commission of 8% on the price of the first 20 handkerchiefs sold and 12% on any handkerchief sold in excess of 20 handkerchiefs. Part A, they said, express the number of handkerchiefs sold in the third week as a percentage of the number of handkerchiefs sold in the first week. So they want the ratio of third pricing handkerchiefs sold in third week over handkerchiefs sold in the first week. Part B says calculate the commission he received in the third week. And Part C says if in the fourth week the hawker received a commission of 2,000 shillings, calculate the number of handkerchiefs he sold in that week. So we shall start with part A. So part A says that express the number of handkerchiefs sold in the third week as a percentage of the number sold in the first week, and they give it 4 marks. So first of all, we know that in the first week he sold 50, which is here. So he sold 50 handkerchiefs in the first week. Then when you go to the second week, there was an increase. So they said in the second week he sold 20% more than in the first week. So 20% more than that in the first week. So to be the new percentage will be 100 plus 120 plus 20 to come up with 120%. Therefore, handkerchiefs sold in the second week will be 120% of the ones in the first week, which is 50. So to give you 120 over 100 times 50 to give you 60. In the third week, he sold 10% more than in the second week. So we shall come here and first get the new percentage for the third week, which is 110. Then we shall get the new handkerchiefs sold in the third week, which will be 110% of those sold in the second week, which will give you 110 over 100 times 60 to come up with 66. Now that we have got that, we shall come here and say that express the number of handkerchiefs sold in the third week over as a percentage of the number of handkerchiefs sold in the first week. So it will be the ratio of third over first. So we shall come here and say that the required percentage will be equal to now handkerchiefs sold in the third week over handkerchiefs sold in the first week multiplied by 100. And when the third week was 66, first week was 50, so we shall come here and say 66 over 50 multiplied by 100 to come up with 132%. So basically that's what they wanted in part A, and now let's see how much can be awarded for that part. Now B1 is for you to get the handkerchief sold in the second week, another B1 for you to get those sold in the third week. M1 is for you to substitute, and A1 is for you to get the required percentage. So now we shall go to part B. Part B says calculate the commission he received in the third week. So commission in the third week will be 8% of for the first 20 sold plus 12% of the rest sold. Remember, they told us that the commission is given by these percentages. So 8% of the price of the first 20 handkerchiefs plus 12% of for any handkerchief sold in excess of 20. So the first 20 will be 8% and the next will be 12%. So since he sold 66 in the third week, it means that the first 20 will be that and the rest will be now 66 minus 20. Now this 8% means 8 over 100. Of means multiplication. Then here 12% means 12 over 100 and of means multiplication. Then the rest will be 66 minus 100. But each handkerchief was this, so that's why we multiply by 500 here and also here to get the price. So when we simplify, the whole of this will give you 800 and the whole of this will give you 1760. And when we add the two, you shall come up with the amount of 3,560 shillings. So basically that is the commission he received in the third week. And now let's see how much can be awarded. Now this M1 is for adding the two, then B1 is for the first commission and another B1 is for the second commission. Then A1 is for the output. So basically that's how the formulas could come about. Now shall go to part C, which says that if in the fourth week the hawker received a commission of 2,000, calculate the number of handkerchiefs sold in that week. So we shall come here and say that let X be the total number of handkerchiefs sold in that week. That means that the commission in the fourth week would still remain as 8% of the first 20 and 12% of the rest sold. Now the rest will now be X minus 20. So we shall come here and say that the commission in that week was 2,000. So this one is for the commission. Then 8% is 8 over 100. Of means multiplication. Then the first 20 is that 20. And the price for each was 500. That's why I put 500. Then here we shall put 12%, which is 12 over 100. Of means multiplication. Then the rest will be this total X minus this first 20 to come up with X minus 20. Then multiply by the price for each, which is 500. So next we shall be simplifying. So when I simplify this, I'll come up with 800, and when I simplify this, so 12 over 100 times 500 will give you 60, and this X minus 20 will remain there. So next will be to simplify and make X the subject. So when I open brackets, I'll come up with 2,000 being equal to 800 plus 60x minus 1,200. So 800 minus 1,200 will give you negative 400, which is that. So now when I bring this 400 this side, I'll come up with 2,400 being equal to 60x, and when I divide both sides by 60, I'll come up with x being equal to 40 handkerchiefs. So basically that's what they wanted, and now let's see how much can be awarded. So M1 for the left hand side and another M1 is for the right hand side, the whole of this. The another M1 is for simplifying to come up with this, and A1 is for making X the subject. So basically that's how the formulas could come about. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and be reminded that the next video will be on percentage decrease. This video has been on percentage increase. The next video will be on percentage decrease of a given price of an item and still under business mathematics. So if you're not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button below this video so that you can receive updates when the next video with on percentage decrease has been uploaded. Also, If you know of any student who is not yet on this platform, please share the link of this video with them via social media platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp, so that we can all benefit as a family.